farting contest and see who could fart at will. Well,
Why not?
yeah, why not, right? I mean, there's nothing better to do. I mean, so yeah. Let's just say I went above and beyond. Well, what did they say that? I didn't just fart it, I shard it. But that was like the shit. I mean, we're kids. We're like getting together. Like, okay, so I don't even know how the fuck we really got started with a farting contest. But I mean, come on, fourth grade kid. We're 9-year-olds. The fuck do we do? But,
Hey, why not?
yeah, that's one of my embarrassing moments.
Okay.
Now let's see. People on Twitter, they were putting things that I don't know if they're that embarrassing, but let's see. Let's see. My embarrassing story. That's what this hashtag was called. And it says, one of them says, I thought the McDonald's drive-thru lady was talking to me, so I answered her. It turns out she was talking to the person in the car behind me.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know how that can be that embarrassing.
Oh, sorry. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you. I guess it'd
Right.
be more embarrassing, like, when you're in a fucking restaurant stall and people are on the phone, and they got them Bluetooths on and you can't hear, and you just hear conversations and then you answer back. Or I've never done that, but I've heard of people.
Why would they be? Why are you going to take your phone into the shitter?
Some people do, right?
Why?
Some people.
I don't understand. Nobody wants to hear you dropping a log.
Pretty much, but I've never understood why anybody fucking talks while they're in the shitter, but some people do. Now
I know people that do.
I know a lot of motherfuckers on Twitter. They go to play hashtag games while they're instead of working, they're in the fucking phone playing hashtag games. Not that I do that because
Well, playing on your phone's one thing, but talking to a motherfucker, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's just plain embarrassing.
Now listen. You go to the bathroom. This. God damn it. See, this is what's going to happen. I knew something was going to get me fucking riled up. Listen, when you go to take a shit, that's your motherfucking time. That's your personal time. It's time for a public service announcement, guys. I can't do this shit no more. Listen, y'all know every motherfucker out there needs some personal time. Some time to themselves.
I don't know. Maybe some people feel the need to talk to someone, kind of it helps them coach it. No, maybe they need someone to help them coach down, whatever they're doing, like you can do this, someone to cheer them on.
I've never heard of somebody needing motivation to drop a log.
We live in sick times nowadays. You never know.
You're right about that.
I'm just saying.
Maybe somebody motherfucker. I don't know, man. But when I'm in a bathroom, nobody wants to hear that shit. Literally.
I mean, I'm reading a lot of these tweets. They're not that embarrassing. I mean, the usual. You're in school as a young kid. You call the teacher mom, and everybody laughs at you. Type
I never
of shit.
did that.
Well, some kids do. They forget where they're at.
I got one for you. When I was in sixth grade, was it sixth grade? Fifth or sixth, some shit like that. I fucked around at school and got in trouble. I had to go into the fucking principal's office. And he was like, all right, you assume the position. So we had to drop our pants and get our fucking ass whooped. 5 whacks with a paddle or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, I remember those.
So, flash forward fucking years later, this fucking teacher, this principal I had, he moved on. He went on to do bigger and better things. A new one came in, blah, 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 whatever. I go through junior high or what, 7th and 8th grade, because back there they had their own separate school. And then I get into high school, freshman year, sophomore year. Then I get to my motherfucking, my sophomore year or junior year, one of them two. Go into my science class, and who the fuck is the teacher? But that motherfucker that paddled my ass.
Okay.
And guess what he decides to bring up in front of the entire class? Talking about the last time I saw Mr. Kenner, he was blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not even my name, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, oh. What was your name again? Oh, that's right. Mr. cries when I paddle his ass. The entire
This-
fucking class was cracking up at me.
oh shit.
Shit was funny.
I could, man. Teachers were fucking mean. They can't get away with doing that type of shit nowadays.
No.
No, I mean, well, I remember because it used to be a fucking yellow, the permission slip for them to fucking paddle your ass. It was this canary yellow. They used to give it to you at the beginning of the year. This the
Yep.
permission slip. I remember that because they would send that home, and I would usually lose it the first couple times. It never made it home the first couple times until teachers got smart and started mailing shit home.
My mom expected it.
Yeah,
My mom was waiting on day fucking one.
they're like,
Day
where's
one. Where the fuck is that yellow paper?
the...
I want to sign that shit.
Holy shit.
God
Yeah,
damn, Mom.
let's see.
You ain't gonna be happy about signing it.
I got a what they call them swats. I got twice. First time for I threw an eraser. I don't know why we were just playing around with it, and I threw it a little harder and hit a student. Another yeah.
Bitch.
What was I think that was it
Look out,
third
look
or
out.
fourth grade?
Go long, Timmy, go long.
Yeah. The second time we used to have we during recess it was first come first serve on the swings. So right after you ate your lunch, I mean you ran like a motherfucker to get a swing if that's what you wanted to do. And I was running trying to get a swing and I bumped into the vice principal.
Get out my way, bitch.
Something to that effect. Watch it, punk, is what I said. Then I turned around and I'm like, oh, Mister, I can't even fucking remember what his name was.
Yeah, motherfucker, I said it.
It wasn't like that, but it was like, watch it, punk. I thought it was another kid, and it turned out to be the vice principal. So he dragged my ass in there, and for being disrespectful to the vice principal, yeah, I had to bend over, touch my toes, and got a couple swats.
What?
Yep.
Yep. Man, I did all kinds of stupid shit. All kinds. I didn't
It's
give a
funny
fuck.
because this motherfucker was the vice principal when I was in fourth grade. I think my sister had him as a sixth grade teacher, and she was teacher's pet, of course. I'm like, well, I told her just make sure he doesn't know you're related to me, because
Fuck.
you'll be in his shit list. But nah, then again, my sister was cooler than me. I was a little
I was
outcast
an
motherfucker.
animal.
I was a little outcast motherfucker that just let me do my thing, get the fuck out of my way.
You remember Tasmanian Devil?
Yeah.
I fucking did everything. I didn't give a fuck. I was a little fucking savage. Fuck.
Holy
All the way,
shit,
all the way,
man.
all my school, I was a fucking savage.
Nah,
Zero fucks given.
I was one of those kids that I was practically invisible till I got caught with something. And that was the thing. For the most part, I just did my own thing, and the throwing the eraser that was an accident. I didn't really mean to do that. And considering the person I hit too, it was like she was one of the sweetest people there too. I felt so fucking bad.
You remember those really big water bottles with the huge straws that everybody has they carry around
Hmm.
with the fucking little bendy straws?
Hmm.
I remember coming into high school one time with one of those full of fucking Jim and Coke.
No, okay. Well,
Assistant principal stopped me.
I
What
had
you
a
drinking there? And nothing. So he takes it, smells it, takes it into his office, and you can pick your cup up at the end of the day.
Okay.
Fucking drink it.
He drank it?
He drank it, little bastard. Everybody loved him. He was awesome.
No, right.
I skipped school for the entire first week of my senior year. I don't know. I just didn't want to go.
Jeez.
Telling you, I was fucking savage. I was always in trouble.
Well, it's how shit happens, man. So, high school, I was working most of the time, so I would ditch class just so I could go to work.
No, I was working on getting a fucking ass whooping.
Yeah.
I was always in trouble.
Man.
Always in trouble. Can you believe that? Me, of all people.
No.
Lovable, huggable me.
Say it ain't so. Not you.
I'm telling you.
You're just one of them misunderstood kids,
Yeah.
If you would have grown up, that's the ticket. That's what it is. No, if you would have grown up nowadays, I mean, you would have been misunderstood. I'm sure you would have found some type of counselor that would have excused your fucked up behavior and given you a pass.
No, my mom's wouldn't have allowed that to happen. No, whoop that motherfucker's ass.
Whoop that trick.
That's right. That's what I felt like. I felt like a Taiwanese hooker. Always getting shit kicked out of me.
Taiwanese, huh?
Yep. And I always picked the Johns that didn't
pay. You love.
Like I get the shit kicked out of me, get fucked, and they don't even get paid.
Oh shit, man. Alrighty. So all right. Let's see.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
No. Okay, we've had some embarrassing moments. We kind of started out with that was just fucked up news, really fucked up news. Let's see, some other fucked up thing I found on the interwebs is, I guess a preschooler found crack cocaine in, those little containers where kids usually put their teeth, like for the tooth fairy.
Oh yeah.
The tiny little. Yeah, apparently.
Right.
So I guess somehow she found some boy gave them to her, actually, for what I understand, and they found him in the school. I don't know what the deal was, but let's see. And apparently the little girl licked them.
Ah.
So she turned into the Energizer Bunny. They had to take her to the emergency room and shit like that, but
doesn't she know the rule? Don't get high on your own supply.
Apparently not, but yeah, they got a picture here. It looks like teeth, but seriously, why the fuck would you lick somebody else's teeth? I mean, I don't know. As a parent, oh gosh, I remember I used to freak out when the little ones would show up all of a sudden chewing gum, and you were like, where the fuck did you get that? Oh, it was on the floor, Fucking ABC gum is like, they would fucking find it. I was like, no, go fucking go wash their mouths. But somehow she licked these things. I'm like, why would you do that? But
because they're babies.
They're preschoolers.
That's what babies do. Babies do dumb shit. They lick shit. They put stuff in their mouth. They shove it up their nose.
Yeah, they do. That is true. I remember I had a friend that shoved a marble up his nose.
And that baby licking that crack cocaine wasn't the baby's fault.
No, but
that was the whoever put it in there.
Yeah, that is true.
They need to have that crack cocaine shoved up their ball.
Yeah.
In their butthole.
Oh, you're gonna go like that preacher? Let's see. I'm looking this up. It was it in New York? It's in the Bronx. Preschool owner thinks someone threw the drugs over the fence into the schoolyards. It's in the Bronx, so it's not in one of the nicest places to begin with. But
I've never been to the Bronx.
Yeah, well, I only know the reputation that television gives it. Television, movies.
Right.
And apparently it's a hard place, So.
Did you hear about I don't even know where the fuck it was, but this dude, I guess he decides he's going to be a gardener, and he's been gardening in the evenings.
Okay.
In his backyard for a while now, I guess.
All right.
And his neighbors are starting to get mad. They've been calling the cops on him. He's just trying to prune his vegetables and shit like that.
Okay.
They've been calling and complaining to the sheriff, talking about there's a naked man in the garden. I guess old boy decides he's gonna